Hey, what's going on? Today's video is going to be about Stoicism. This is out of my men's health ebook, which again you can get for free at the pygmaliate.com/masculine website, link down below. So in this I talk a little bit about spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional health. And so, under mental health or mindset, I should say, there is Stoicism, and there's so many videos about Stoicism on YouTube already. So, I won't go into it too much. It's just a little brief one that I want to discuss. And it may be an old philosophy. It was around during the Roman times. I don't know who founded it. I know Marcus Aurelius was a big Stoic thinker, but it is a way of thinking that basically allows us to be very tranquil, very internally peaceful, and not overcome by our uncomfortable emotions such as anger or grief. While it is still okay to feel those things, and those things all serve evolutionary purposes, we don't want to be overly controlled by them. We want to experience them, process them, release them, understand them, and be able to utilize them in an empowering way. So, Stoics argued for a life of moderation, a life of simplicity, a life of self-control, and this helps attain a certain peace of mind and emotional stability while avoiding unnecessary frustration and unnecessary pain. So virtue and tranquility are the two goals that they pursued. And on the other end, there was a philosophy of hedonism, which basically just wanted to derive the most physical pleasure from life. And the Stoics argued against it because when you attach really to anything, it leads to suffering. In this case, the attachment to consumerism or the attachment to pleasure leads to suffering and dissatisfaction. And so the Stoics really sought to seek happiness and joy from within. So what is happiness? Well, happiness is just an overall sense. It's different from joy. It's different from like excitement. It's just kind of this overall sense of contentment that life is going well, being in love with the present, and feeling aligned, feeling authentic, and feeling just a sense of peace in terms of the direction that your life is going. As Jim Rohn says, you don't postpone happiness for the future, you design it for the present. Right? There is no better than here because we're always going forward. There's always another future that we're working towards. And so there's no point in the future where you just make it. Like if you can't design it for the present, then you will never experience it. Discipline is again just regular and prolonged bliss from leading an aligned life and finding ways to root happiness in the present by fully accepting it. This is a lot of the stuff that I talk about in the spirituality things as well. They're really all interrelated. So what are some ways to embrace this? Well, minimalism is one of them. Being really aware of attachments and what you are attached to and seeking to detach from that is another. Comparing only with yourself is another. Journaling, celebrating the small things, gratitude, trading in expectation for appreciation, staying healthy, connecting with nature, improving our emotional intelligence, which is also part of this book. These all lead to a general sense of overall life satisfaction. Stoics also practice poverty, so they would just, for example, eat very simple food like bread for a day or longer, just to not only improve their willpower, but also to just appreciate the simple things in life and to show that like you don't really need a lot to be happy. The happiness is something you create for yourself. And this also reduces wealth's tendency to corrupt if you're able to be happy with less. Another meditative practice is the reverse gap or the negative visualization that I brought up in the anxiety videos. It's when you imagine things that in your life, imagine if you didn't have them. So, for example, if I'm healthy right now, imagining if I was sick and I had just been hurt my knee recently, I'm more grateful for my health. And so then doing this allows us to experience gratitude for the things that are already in our life. So I hope all of you can incorporate these practices into your life. I think someone's coming, so I'm going to end it now. Best of luck to you out there. Again, for free on the website. If you need help or you feel like reaching out to me, let me know.